Hi. I think it's preparing. So we might
Usually,
be
when you say this,
on
it's already prepared.
now.
Sometimes I
Yes,
watch it.
usually we're already on by this time. So if you guys are seeing us, welcome to Transistors TV.
Exactly. Happy Valentine's.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. Well, I'm
Yes.
trying to find the link. Are we here yet?
Yes, I
Um,
think we are on. I'm seeing it. How do
oh
we
yeah, I'm
change
seeing it
the
right now.
view?
So okay, so Angel, can you please um do the honors? Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. Well, I'm trying to find the link. Are we here yet?
Yes, I think we are on. I'm seeing it. Our other co-hosts are on Filipino time, so we are waiting for them. And while you guys are here, we're promoting it on our Instagram and Facebook. So just enter your comments, say hi, and we're
Hi,
gonna get back to
Atelina, how
you.
are you? And
Yes.
even if the sun refused to shine, even if romance ran out of rhyme, and you'll still be in my heart until the end of time. You're all I need, my love, my
My
Valentine. So, to all of you, happy Valentine's Day. Angel, can you start and introduce yourself? And then once they're on,
yes.
we're just going to introduce them once they come in.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Transistors TV. I'm Angel Qinan. I'm an actress and I'm a registered nurse. And I'm here with my sister, AllyCat.
Hi everyone, my name is AllyCat Castle. As you all know, I'm Angel's older sister in real life. Yes, we have the same parents, same mom, same dad, same blood. I'm 3 years older than Angel, but I'm more immature. I'm a content creator for YouTube, and my YouTube channel name is AllyCat Castle, aside from the co-host of Angel of Transistors TV. And on my channel, AllyCat Castle, I actually do makeup reviews. And next week, guess what? I'll be having a skincare review and a fragrance review.
Wow, I'm so
Yes.
excited for that.
So we're branching out now, and at the same time, I guess Lee's here, and again, I'm Angel's older sister, but I'm acting like as if I am the younger one. There you go. Okay, before we introduce Lee, let's just say hi to some of our viewers. Hi, Adelina. Happy Valentine's. Hi, Dale. Dale, I miss you. We need to go out soon. Happy Valentine's Day. Dylan, Tactical Gaming, our gamer from YouTube. Hello, happy Valentine's. Kuya Ram, happy Valentine's Day. Salmon is my color. Happy Valentine's. And Lee,
Happy
can you please introduce
Valentine's.
yourself?
Hi everyone, my name is Faelnar. I'm one half of Miss Charlie Talks. I'm an actor, model, and today I'm a guest, I guess.
Oh, I love you,
And I
Lee.
want
Happy
to say,
Valentine's.
and I want to say that this topic actually was suggested by me, Miss Lee Faelnar.
Exactly.
What?
And now let's introduce. Oh, thank you, Lee, for this beautiful topic for today, for Valentine's Day. And now let's introduce Ate Sonia, the only one. Can you please introduce yourself?
Mabuhay ladies, happy Valentine from all over the world and of course the US. I'm Sonia the only one, Sonia Agbayani, and you can follow me on my social media accounts and welcome to Transistor TV, and we are talking about the language of love.
Yeah.
Exactly. And speaking of language of love, our topic for tonight is love. What is your love language? So first and foremost, what we just want we just want everyone to know that you can also ask us questions while we are discussing about the topic, and it's kind of like it's very interactive, so we're just not the ones answering and questioning. You guys and our viewers in our live chat can do the same too. So first, let us talk about what is your love language. Did you guys know that there are 5 love languages? And the 5 love languages are words of affirmation, physical touch, receiving gifts, quality time, and acts of service. So, to give a quick idea about what those are, words of affirmation are giving encouragement, um, showing appreciation, empathizing, Some examples of physical touch are nonverbal, using body language, and touch to emphasize love. And then number three, receiving gifts, of course, is being thoughtful. Making your spouse a priority, whatever that may be, in what form. And quality time, uninterrupted and focused conversations, perhaps, and time together with the person you love. And the fifth one is acts of service. And those are using action phrases like, I'll help. And of course, this is based on The Five Love Languages, the book by Dr. Gary Chapman. Okay, guys. So, to all my sisters here, what is your love language? Who wants to answer first?
Well, I took the test, so so my love language is actually based on what the test gave me, and I scored the highest on quality time.
Oh wow, that's nice! And isn't
Yeah,
that what you did today with Matt?
Yes, that's pretty much what we did today. So it was actually like a bunch of questions. I think was it Lee who gave us the link for the quiz. So let me read to you what quality time means based on that. So in the vernacular of quality time, nothing says I love you like full undivided attention. Being there for this type of person is critical, but really being there with the TV off, fork and knife down, and all chores and tasks on standby makes your significant other feel truly special and loved. Distractions, postponed dates, or the failure to listen can be especially hurtful. Quality time also means sharing quality conversations and quality activities.
I guess that's why Angel,
that.
you're kalad Karen.
That's nice, Angel. Thank you so much for sharing
I like
that.
spending
So
quality
how
time
about
with
you,
friends,
Lee?
family.
What is your love language?
First, let me just say, Angel is before she was partnered. She would label herself as kalad Karen, and it kind of makes sense because you spend quality time with your friends. So mine is acts of service.
Oh,
I
it
love
makes
that.
sense. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's so Lee. So, okay, so it's acts of service. Thank you, Lee. And I can actually attest to that. As a friend, I've actually experienced this from Lee. She would always be the one, if Angel's not around, to always bring me anywhere. I'm not surprised. Lee is Angel's trans mother. So technically, since Angel is my trans mother, Lee is technically my trans grandmother.
I don't know.
But
Maybe
she's
that
the
just means I
youngest.
want to be treated like a princess or a queen because I like the person that takes care of me to do stuff for me without me verbally letting them know.
I love that. Aw. How about you, Sonia? What is your love language?
Well, hi ladies, love, 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 and I took the test. Mine was affirmation.
Okay. Oh,
Whoa.
wow. Affirmation. So, that's nice. Words of affirmation. So, you like it when someone basically tells you in your ears, how much
Yes,
you mean to
I need to
them.
hear. I need to hear. I need to hear. I need to hear.
I can actually relate to you,
Aww.
but yeah, like I need some
Mm.
validation. So,
Yeah.
anyway,
And what
um,
about you, Ali? You haven't answered. Which one is
Yeah.
yours?
well, my love language. Well, my love language actually is definitely words of affirmation as well. But I also like receiving gifts. But I haven't been lucky receiving gifts. So I need to work hard for myself in order for me to gift myself of gifts. There you go. I'm just speaking from the heart. How about you guys in our audience, in our live chat? What is your love language? But first, we also just want to say hi to Jessica. How are you, Jessica?
Hi, Jessica.
Exactly. Oh, I love what Dale said right away. That means put the cell phone away when you're on a date. Oh my gosh. Are you Dale, are you kind of like speaking to someone about that? Oh my gosh. I hope that you whenever you go on a date, Dale, that nobody's like on their phone all the time. Oh my gosh, that's so sad, right? Like I feel bad for that person. Anyway, and then Tactical Gaming said, I think a couple can still spend quality time with a TV show or movie on. That's true.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
We do that
wherever
all
it
the
may
time.
be, as long as you spend time together, it's great. Oh, hi, Ate Maricel. Welcome. Happy Valentine's
Ate
Day to you.
Maricel.
Okay, so now, tell me, my next question would be, how would you know what the love language is of the person that you are dating? Or your lover or your spouse? How would you know? Well, okay, I'm gonna answer that. Well, then I'm gonna ask. Because how am I gonna know if I'm not gonna ask? So communication is very important, you know, because I'm just not gonna guess, you know. It's like I'm already 41 years old. I'm already so old that I just need to know right away. Like, what are you? So if you don't get along, then you know what? Done. So next. No, I'm kidding.
So maybe I'll have Matt take the test so I would know more. Like the
So how about
online
you guys? How will you deal with that? How would you know or execute? What execution are you going to do in order for you to know what your partner's love language is? And also, this goes the same way for our viewers. Please let us know.
Ooh, well, in my age right now, as Ali said, I need to know right away. I'm done with the honeymoon. So either you're gonna be with me or not, because I'm 50 something. So I don't want to prolong things. So I want to know, what is your intentions? That's it.
Mhm. That's nice. Of course,
The
intentions are
words
very important,
affirmation.
right? Exactly. So in order, because once you get to know what the person's intention is, then you get to know right away if the person is eliminated or not, right? If the person has a chance. So how about you, Lee? How
Yes.
would you answer that question?
I don't. I mean, I won't ask right away because like it's kind like it depends, right? Because like there's a process of elimination. You just kind of also have to look at what makes the person happy, what gives them joy, and if that is something that you're willing to do for them. You know what I mean? Because like their love language might be words of affirmation, but you're not that type of person that's showy in public or like likes to say I love you all the time. It's hard for you to say I love you. Then you won't be able to satisfy what they want, and then it's just not going to work. It just really depends on how much the person that you're currently dating makes you interested in them, that you want to know what love language that they have. And like I agree with Angel, let them take the test. That's the easiest way. Duh.
That's
It's
true,
fun,
right?
you
Oh my
know, it's
gosh.
fun.
Aw. Okay, so one of our viewers said, oh my God, of course, Dale said, Ali, that's just another excuse to buy more jewelry. Dale, I've been good this year. I haven't bought any jewelry. I bought more makeup, but not jewelry. But thank you for that comment. And Dylan said, Tactical Gaming, that is definitely a mystery to me. When I was with my ex, which was my only relationship, we never spent enough time together for me to figure it out. Well, at least now you know that there are 5 love languages, Dylan. So, you know what? Just go ahead and ask, right? Okay, next. My next question is,
And they're saying
what?
that I'm the only one wearing white. Like all of you are wearing red.
Oh, yes, exactly. You're such an angel.
Thank you,
That
Lina.
means you're
But
taken.
but
That's why you're
but
not in red.
my thing is red, so that's why I wanted to wear
It's
something
also
not
in honor
blending.
of Chinese New Year.
Exactly. So
Yes.
everyone who celebrates like
Oh,
Lunar
hey,
New
Fat
Year,
Choy.
yeah, kung hei fa choy. And then now my second question is, what is the most common love language? Can anyone take a guess what the most common love language is? We want to hear it from everyone. So what's your Angel, what do you think is the most common love language out of the 5?
I'm guessing the words of affirmation.
Okay, how about you, Lee? What is your answer?
Um, it's a tie for me between words of affirmation and touch.
Okay, and Ate Sonia?
Affirmation and gifts. Charing. Ano, and affirmation, of course,
Okay.
quality time. Quality time. Affirmation, quality time.
Oh my gosh, how about wait? This is crazy. Look at this one. And this is actually has been true with a lot of when I did my research,
Well,
well,
the
the
votes they
number
had is physical and touch.
right, the number one is words of affirmation, which is 28%, followed by quality time, 20%, acts of service, 20%, physical touch, 19%, receiving gifts, 18%. This is according to HuffPost.com. But guess what? When it comes to men, physical touch is number one. Oh my gosh, see, that's what Tactical Gaming said. Is that because of the testosterone levels?
Or sex is
I'm kidding.
important.
Right? Sex is important to them. Physical intimacy is important to them. Well, they're guys, right? Usually, like what? The rooster, what chases the hen, right? So, oh my gosh, there's a lot of roosters out there. I'm kidding. So now, what is the hardest love language? What do you guys is the hardest love language and why? How would you explain that? So to all our, oh my God, Ate Lina guessed it right. And she's a very beautiful woman. And she said touch. Oh my gosh, she guessed it like touch and quality time. Yeah, she guessed it right on the man's side, on the male gender side. So what do you guys think is the hardest love language?
It depends on what you can't provide. Like it depends really on what you can't provide. At the moment, I don't think I can provide a lot of quality time because I'm busy with work. So and then it's also a pandemic. So
speaking of pandemic, that totally makes sense. Okay, how about you, Ate Sonia and Angel? What do you think is the hardest love language?
For me, affirmation.
Again? So that is the most important and that's also the hardest. Oh my God.
I think
Yes.
for new people who are newly dating, then it's words of affirmation. But if you
Yes.
like me and Matt, we say it all the time now. So it's actually easy for us to do the words of affirmation. But so in general, I guess it would be
So while they're
physical
thinking, Angel,
touch.
how about
Physical
Huh?
touch.
okay? How about to our viewers? What do you guys
love
think? The
physical.
ones in the live chat. What for you is the hardest love language? Okay, while you guys are taking the time to think and type, since I haven't answered this, I'm gonna answer it according to Pinterest.com. Angel was right. Physical touch seems to be the hardest love language to speak. There you
This is
go.
a game show I won already.
You know what? I think sometimes, based on from my experience, once the honeymoon stage is over, it's hard for me to also be physical with a person.
I love touching.
I love touching, like holding hands, but like what I'm saying is like,
Well,
just
Sex.
touch doesn't sex touch doesn't just necessarily mean sex. It's also cuddling. It's also like being
Yeah.
able to touch somebody in public, being able to be public with somebody.
Kiss.
PDA.
Yeah.
Kiss in public.
that I love. How about
scratch, massage? That's touch. Any
I
of
love
those still
massages.
count
Well,
as touch.
I
And
totally
love
agree with
giving.
you, Lee. How about sex? Okay.
I love giving, and I love giving. This and
Look at that. So guys, see, Lee says she loves to give. Okay. Oh wow. Look at what Dale said. Words of affirmation is most difficult for me. Dale, knowing you as a very close friend, I can say that's true. So you definitely need to communicate more. And you need to give more words of affirmation. Because
So maybe for
basically, Dale,
guys, words of affirmation is the hardest.
I know, right?
Yes. Yes. Ako yes.
Yeah, because
for Japanese
yeah.
mostly, they're very not expressive in regarding their feelings. They're so reserved. So for my
They would
point of
rather
view.
show in
And of
gifts.
course, sex. Yes. For gifts, yes, they're gonna drown you with gifts.
So Ali date a
Drown you with
Japanese guy.
gifts.
Well, Well, you're lucky, Ate Sonia. At least you know what you've experienced being given gifts. I haven't been really lucky being given gifts, and that's one of my love
I'll give
language.
you a
One day,
gift. I'll give you a
so
gift. My gift of
oh, what?
love.
Oh,
What's your
so
address?
so so
Yes.
let's read some of the comments. So Atilina said acts of kindness. Wow, Atilina, right? She's a tough girl. And then Dylan, Tactical Gaming, said, I think for me the hardest one to show is gifts because I am not good at shopping for someone without being told what they want. You know what, Dylan? That's easy. Just ask a woman what they want, then you're not gonna have a hard time. There you go, because women like to say what they want. Okay, Salmon is Caller says, mine is words of affirmation. It's great having someone cheerlead you on. Receiving gifts made me feel love when I first knew my husband, but it lost its meaning after it happened so often. Right? Well, gifts are nice when it's like special
Yes,
occasions, but they need to be
affirmation.
expensive. Okay, no, I'm kidding.
I think for all of the 5 affirmations, I mean, you have to reinvent how you do it. So even like the touch, like I think even words of affirmation, if you like say it all the time or you just say it just for the sake of saying it, then it loses its
Yes.
meaning. So you kind of have to learn how to say it in different ways, touch them in different
And
ways,
affirm
at different
touch. And
places.
affirmation, yes, dear, touch that. And affirmation is a progress. Don't wait for perfection.
Mhm. You know
Wow,
what's
deep.
funny? Oh, I love that. See, don't wait for perfection, right? It needs to start from within. Just like loving
Yes.
yourself is the greatest love of all, right? Well, this is one thing. You know what's funny? I've been saying that one of my love languages is receiving gifts. Meanwhile, I'll be honest with you. Sorry, excuse me. I just burped. Excuse me, guys. Um, it's hard for me though to receive gifts. I guess because I haven't really gotten used to being with someone who gives me gifts. And that's the reason why I think sometimes when I'm, let's say, in a relationship or dating someone and then this person tries to give me a gift, it's really hard for me. So for me, I believe the hardest part for me is receiving gifts because I'd rather give than receive. Yes. Oh, hi, Life in Plastic. Exactly. Our doll channel,
Hi.
Jared. No worries. Everyone's welcome, even if you're late. Now, which love language do you give? What is the most common of the five? If you guys can guess.
Ma'am.
That you
Personally,
Okay,
give.
Ate Sonia, go ahead.
gifts.
Time. Time. Before I receive
Time.
gifts, I have to give quality time and affirmation. It falls that you give time. You give time to the person you are with your friends, lovers, family. You give time, and then eventually everything will follow. For me,
And guess what? That's true. It's actually written here. Quality time. Okay, what are the other two things that you can give in the love language?
Well, the gifts. You can give gifts. And
That's
words of
not in the top
affirmation.
three, but words of affirmation, yes, is in the top three. And then guess what? The third one, physical touch.
touch.
Exactly. Look at that physical touch.
Mm,
Oh,
So
diba?
I have a question.
yes.
So do you feel like if you lean towards one of the 5 languages of love, like to give, do you feel like that's also what you want to get? Or like if that's what you want to receive, do you lean towards that as your go-to to give?
No.
No, like
No.
like for example, Ate Sonia,
No.
like your words of affirmation. So you want people
Mm,
to affirm that they love you. Is that your go-to
yes.
also? Is to tell them that you love them or that you like them
Not necessarily telling them, but I'll just pay it forward to them in not in words, but in action or
in
in simple
touch?
thoughts of in touch and kindness.
Oh, I love
What about
that.
Ali? Like in terms of gifts, do you think you like receiving gifts, but you also love to give? Because I know you love to give gifts with us, with family and friends.
Well, I think it's because I just because this is my thing. I feel like I've been blessed so much that when it comes to myself, I thrift myself so much. But if you are someone that I love and you are someone I care for, I like to treat that person. because I tend to be very workaholic. But if I can say what I really love to do when I'm with someone, I love giving words of affirmation. I always want to make sure that the person knows how much I appreciate them and love them. And I think acts of service. I feel good when I feel like I want to help the person finish what they have to finish, whether that be, let's say, if someone cooks for me and I would help them perhaps in the dishes or things like that. These are the things that I really love doing for someone. So, oh my gosh, right? So emotional right here.
I
How about
think
you, Lee? Lee has been so
I think
quiet.
for me it's the opposite. You know what I mean? Because like the one that you like being done to yourself, it's the hardest to give back because that means you already love the person because that's how you feel the most love is when it's done to you. So if you do it to them, then that's basically you giving like your all so that they can feel your love. Does that make sense?
It totally
So
makes
it's
sense. You know what? I
Uh-huh.
can actually
Yeah.
totally.
Mm-mm,
I,
mm-mm.
okay, Ate
Yes.
Sonia, go ahead.
Yes, yes, yes. It makes sense. I get, I
Yeah,
get, I get.
I can actually agree with you, Lee. You know what's funny? Even Ate Lina is in the same boat with us. She actually says that, that it could be different. And same thing with me. I may say that I love receiving gifts, but technically in real life, I almost don't like to receive a gift because I feel like I being a burden to this person because this person is giving me a gift. So now I feel like I owe this person a favor. That's the problem with me. Sometimes I think of like the negative
Overthinking.
stuff, which I shouldn't be. And and we have got some answers right here. So Life in Plastic, Dylan said, I also love to give gifts. I can actually attest to that. Oh my god, I love Jared so much. And Dylan, our tactical gaming said, I wonder if it's odd that even when I was with my ex, the only people who ever given me a gift was a family member. Well, at least you're being given by your family members, Dylan. You know, and Dylan, you know that I'm your very good friend. Every day I give you words of affirmation. And as much as possible on my free time, I spend quality time with you on Messenger. See, I'm good to everybody. Now, um, oh, Jared is so sweet. He said, it's so true that Ali gives words of affirmation. Thanks, Ali, for always being so encouraging.
Yes, you do that all the time.
And then Atilina said, I think also it's different if it's someone you love versus someone that is a friend. That's true. I think there's lesser expectation if it's from a friend than if it's a lover. If your friend doesn't perform well in giving a love language, we can forgive them. But if it's a lover, usually, that we have a certain expectation from that doesn't give us the kind of love language that we need, then it can become a problem.
I
Well,
have
I
a
think that's
question.
why it's nice not to have pressure in the relationship also. Like you know how you date your friends. But for me, I think it's similar like even with friends, like for example, when I visit the Philippines and I visit my friends there, or if I go back to New York and visit my friends there, I want to spend quality time with them. So I think that's really what I love to do, both giving and receiving. So it I think means a lot to me. Like if they're gonna show up or if they make time for me and we actually spend time together, rather than me bringing gifts or like receiving gifts from them, I would prefer to actually spend time together with my friends, and family, of
Yes.
course, when I visit and with my boyfriend.
And this is the great thing about, love language. I think love language goes beyond just being with someone romantically you're involved with. Love language is also something that we can actually perhaps celebrate and talk about with our friends, with our family members, and I think it's been so helpful. I actually love that, just because now you know where to navigate yourself, especially as we get older. So how about you guys? What's your thought about that, Lee and Ati Sonia?
About like love languages with friends and
Yeah,
how
or
like to
family
get to know it
members.
with friends. Well, it's important with family members for sure, but I mean, it's really. I mean, what? But it's
Do you
also
have
hard
different
because
love
like
languages for family, friends, or loved ones?
me, you know what? No, because like I know what my love language is. This is like the thing. It's like kind of different. Like I get along most with a certain family member. Let's just say that. I'm sorry, everyone. My sister, my dad, I got along with. My mom, I'm starting to really get along with because like we kind of have similar love languages. You know what I mean? She gets me, I get her. Does that make sense? So if you
No,
don't
it
get
totally
some,
makes sense.
so if you
Yeah.
don't get like if you don't have the same type of love language with somebody, like I don't have a lot of similarities with some of my siblings. If their love language is quality time, I get bored if I'm not doing something. So it's not the type of love language that I kind of want to give because it's just like, what am I doing? I'm wasting my time here, blah, 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 this and that. We can do something else. Or I can do something else right now for myself. This is going to be sounding very selfish, but yeah, you know what I mean? Like, but understanding that that's their love language, I give that. But it gets hard for me sometimes. So I become resentful because it's always me giving and then they don't understand what my love language is. Does that make sense?
But that's when, of course, it becomes unconditional love, because when you love,
Yes.
it hurts when you don't almost get it back from the people that you expect. And that's the reason why they're family. Whether it's good or bad, you know what? They're
Yeah.
family. Yes.
So with that, Lee, do you think it's
Yes.
important to tell the other person what your love language is? Like, like we spoke about like how would you know the other person's love language so that we could give them love? But what about you? Is it important for you to tell them if they're not giving you the love language that you need?
It,
Um,
it I think it depends. Again, it depends. At this point, I'm done because I've done it before. And if they're not going to listen to me, I'm not going to be a parrot and say it over and over and over again. I'm just going to create like my barriers so that I can safeguard myself. Does that make sense?
well, I totally agree with Lee. I mean, like, I can totally attest to that, within our own family, Angel. I mean, there are certain alphas in our family, which is totally fine. But I think because in the family, everyone sometimes can be stubborn. I mean, each person would say, you know what, I'm like this, so you take it or leave it. So someone has to give way. So, I mean, and if you give way, you can
Yes.
actually save the relationship. If you don't give way, then you can actually sacrifice the
Yes.
relationship. Yeah.
Friendship. Yes. Love is sacrificing. Love is unconditional. Love is understanding. And of course, at the end of the day, family is family and friends are friends. And you just have to love what you like in them and what you don't like with them because they are your friends and your family. So it's just like persevere. Love is persevere.
I have a
Love
question.
is
Can I ask a
patient.
question?
Love is
Love is
kind.
staying
Yes.
kind.
You
By
were
the
saying
way, to
something, Lee?
everyone,
Yeah, I
to
have a
everyone,
question.
if you guys are having a great time, can you please go back to the main page and give us a thumbs up? That would be great. It would definitely help us out. We would so appreciate it. And again, happy Valentine's Day to everyone. So all you're gonna do first is press the X and then press the thumbs up right there. And then to everyone who's watching who's not in the live chat, if you are in the main page, first you're gonna see the thumbs up, there's a thumbs down, and then there's the live chat. Just press the live chat and you're gonna be with us right there. Yes.
Yes. Lee has a question, Ali.
Okay, Lee, what's your
to
Yes.
all
question?
of to all of you and everybody that's watching, can you describe a time when somebody did your specific love language that you prefer? Can you tell us a
Yes.
time when and then how did that make you feel?
I think the love language that this person made for me was I think this is like a combination of these two. I think it's it's receiving gifts, but at the same time I believe it's also an act of service because this person knows or this person knew how much I love food. And last year during my birthday, because it's the pandemic, I cannot go anywhere. You know what? This person actually cooked Filipino food for me, and he hasn't cooked Filipino food ever in his life. And he cooked Filipino food in the sense that he searched it online and he even went to the Filipino store to buy the ingredients and made that food for me. The fact that he actually went out of his way, go to a Filipino store, and just to make something, for me, this is something I appreciate more than any expensive gifts whatsoever, because it's something that was done from the heart. And
Oh,
I'm
that's
sure
so
that
sweet.
if this person, I'm sure this person knows who he is, or if ever this person watches this, just want to thank you. And I want to thank you for making me feel loved and making me feel important, especially if you live in a place where you're alone, that you're far from everyone, but that's the reason why I look forward to this every Sunday, is because I feel like at least I'm one with all of you, both with everyone in the live chat as well as with my sisters right here. So to that person, I'm sure you know who you are. Thank you, and I miss you. Ah, okay, so
Oh.
what's next? Who's gonna answer
Oh,
that question next?
I'll answer
Angel,
that.
Ate Sonia.
Angel, sige.
No, Ate Sonia,
Ate Sonia, go.
I have
Ate
to.
Sonia, go.
As Miss Lee said, for my part, of course, it's a truckload of effort, effort. So I appreciated every guy that efforted for my being, and I felt the love. It may be a little thought, a big thought. It is giving me a little something, that something is a big effort for me. But the best thing is that, as I've said, that it always comes in surprises. And when that surprise, that's the effort. It can be in gifts, in time, in affirmation, in service, even in sex, in making love. There's always, do you want this? Do you want that? Of course. Diba? That's it. In everything, in all the people that I have encountered, my lovers, my friends, there's a different dimension of receiving the effort of that love language.
Oh,
So
I love
thankful
that.
and grateful. Yes.
Very well said, Ate Sonia. By the way, we want to thank Ate Lina who liked. Thank you as well,
Yes,
Jared, Life in
thank
Plastic,
you.
our
Thank
doll
you.
channel who gave us a thumbs up. Oh, we want to say hi to the
Thank
Black
you.
Hole of Video. And he said,
Hi.
my love language is food. Wonder CM. Oh my God, you're just about to like read my mind. Did you know Black Hole of Video? Oh my gosh, what's your name, by the way, Black Hole of Video? There's actually a controversy online. According to finance.yahoo.com, is food a love language? And some say that this is the sixth love language. Look at that. So what this guy
Wow.
did for me, this very special
Food.
person, is also considered the sixth love
Food.
language. And and look, our
Food.
sis Veronica is here. Sis Veronica Ray. Oh, what happened to him? He's around, but yeah. Let's
So
not
if
talk about him
anybody
yet.
knows him, start texting him so he can go online now. Maybe we're gonna have a proposal on our live stream.
Oh my God, that's great. Oh my God, wait. Sir Ron is here. Oh my God,
Hi, Sir
Chaplain Ron
Ron.
of
Happy
Philadelphia,
Valentine's
Pennsylvania.
Day.
Oh my God, we love you, Sir Ron. Okay, now, Ate Rondina, thank you so much. You're very beautiful too.
Yes,
And
thank you, Atradina.
Miss Lena said, someone who has never met me went out of their way to paint a card and give me a handmade necklace for my birthday. Super special for me. Oh my gosh, Ate Lena. Just like, some people might not get this joke. We say, your hair is so long. You're now the most beautiful girl ever. Look at that. Someone
Haba
went
ng
out of their
hair.
way to paint a card for you and a handmade necklace. That's it, Adelina. You won the crown. We can all go home now.
Yeah. I feel like that's already a combination of gifts and kind of like quality time because you're like making the effort to hand paint a card, So that's nice. I think it's nice if it kind of becomes like a combination of the different love languages.
Oh, exactly. Oh, wait. We want to say, oh my God, Dwight. Oh my, Dwight is actually my coworker from the television
Oh,
network
hi,
that I work
Dwight.
for in New York City. 1DCM. I love 1DCM. Yeah, we're going to go there soon once I visit New York City when all this COVID is over. Anyway, so Angel, how are you going to answer Lee's question? You haven't answered that yet.
Um, when I was starting to date Matt, like he travels for work, so I know that whenever he comes back, like he would like sometimes go straight to meet up with me and spend time with me. Again, I guess my most love language is spending time in quality time, and I feel like that effort and that prioritizing spending time together was one of the things that really made me fall in love with him.
Yes, time.
Oh,
As
I
they
love
said,
that.
as they've said, time is gold.
Oh, I love that. Okay, now
Gold will be nice too.
my next,
Yes.
my next, I gold is good too, right?
I've
Gold.
got it.
Gold
White
is
gold.
good too. Okay, now
You have the
my
gold.
my next question is: do love languages change? Who wants to answer that question? I know how to answer that, but who wants to answer it first here? Angel, do you want to go first since Lee and Sonia, Ate Sonia has been answering that a lot? I
For
mean,
sure. I
you've been
think for
answering
sure it
first.
changes, or at least it evolves, you know, as you stay together, as you try to stay in love together. Like speaking for me, like we've been together for 5 years, so you kind of have to evolve the love languages, so it will change. And if you're like so secure with one already, then maybe you want to ask for the other ones, or you're leaning towards more of the other ones. So I think it does.
Oh, I love that. So, okay, I'm gonna answer that question. For me, um, yes, I think as I've gotten older and you know what, moving to like different places, we really get to realize we really what the important things are. Especially I got so busy with work, and so for me when I get busy with work, for me right now, even if I know that words of affirmation and receiving gifts are some of the things that I like, you know, as my love language, I'll be honest now, I actually appreciate more if someone spends quality time with me and also acts of service. So I believe definitely as a 41-year-old trans woman of color, that's what I've learned through the years. It's really, you know, it's really us as human beings extending our help to someone that we appreciate more, you know, having that quality time with that person, you know, because again, especially as we get older, you know, time becomes more valuable because it's harder to create mistakes once you get older because it's harder for us to how am I gonna say this, to start all over again, you know. So there's basically more risk in making mistakes as you get older as if you are younger. So how about you, Lee? You're smiling. How would you
I
answer that question?
I think for me, my main love language will not change, but depending on what the person provides you, because like how can they give you acts of service if they don't spend quality time with you? Does that make sense? Like
Yes.
depending what they do. So like for me, like my main really is like acts of service. I would probably feel the most appreciative, the most happy, and the most love when somebody provides me that. But if they don't spend quality time with me, how am I gonna get acts of service done to me? How am I gonna get physical touch done to me? Blah blah blah. So it just depends what they provide and what they like what how they treat you as a person. So like priorities might change depending on the person that you're with, but the main type of love language that makes you feel the most special and important, I think that doesn't change as much.
I love that. Look at that. Lee's such a strong woman, such an alpha woman. I love it. Oh my gosh. Just like what my very good friend Dwight said. Dwight, hello, my friend from New York City, my coworker before from, I mean, still my coworker, but just in a different location. He said, I don't think they change. Well, I think for men, it doesn't change. They just love a lot of physical stuff. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
So anyway, Ate Sonia, how would you ano, how would you answer that question? Does it change?
The love is still there. The love will not fade. It's just there. It's sometimes you just have to the spark. You just have to, love never dies. It's just there. So you just have to upgrade, update. So it will just have to continue. And as
Mhm.
as I said, of course, as Miss Lee said, it's the acts of service. It has to be intentional. You have to be very intentional of the act of service. So it will fall. Act of service, your physical touch, the gifts will come, and of course the affirmation. But it has to be intentional and declare the declaration of your service, and then it will just follow again. Everything will be there.
I actually love what Ate Sonia said. It always starts with intention because some people can
Mm.
fake it, but you know what? What you cannot fake is what is within your heart and what is within your thoughts.
Yes,
So
your heart.
you at the end
Heart.
of the day, if your intention is not right and you're just doing it just because, then you know what? It's not sincere. So
Yeah.
Dylan said, our very good friend, I have no clue. I feel clueless about the topic of love language. Okay, so since you are
So
clueless, Dylan, here, since I did my research, here's some actions to take about the 5 love languages. An example of words of affirmation, Dylan, send an unexpected note, text, or card. There you go, words of affirmation. Next, physical touch. Physical touch is what? Hugging, kissing, holding hands, and that should be a priority, or making intimacy a priority. Just like with most guys, they love physical touch.
I want to add on some of those like some of those examples, and maybe everybody can add also on
yeah,
top of just
sure.
the research. Because so since we're already on the touch, I want to add like sometimes one of the things I do with Matt is like back scratching, because he likes that like in the morning. So
Oh, I love that.
it's
That's
not
so
like sensual.
sweet.
It's just like kind of like knowing that it's something that that they might like. Anybody wants to share?
Oh my God.
One of the
Ako.
physical touch. Oh,
Mine.
okay, Ate Sonia, go ahead.
My boyfriend farts every morning. That's a touch for us. He
That's a
said,
type of
it's
love.
my
Yeah.
love. Ang love niya is you cannot see it, but you can feel it.
The warmth.
So we want to learn from our viewers. How about you guys? What are some physical touches that you enjoy? Because seems like usually in this episode we're giving a negative connotation about physical touch. How about to all our viewers? Can you please type there or share with us what you enjoy when it comes to physical touch? Okay. Oh, I like what now I like what Dwight said. It's more than that. For me, it's giving. Yes, I can say that Dwight is very giving, very thoughtful. Saron said, it changed for me as I have learned and aged. Same thing, Saron. I'm 41 years old. It has changed for me a lot. But for me, guess what? When I'm actually romantically involved with someone, one of the physical touches that I like to do with this person is to rub my nose on this person's nose for some reason.
I think they call that like an Eskimo kiss.
I know, exactly. And
An
one of the
Eskimo
things
kiss.
also that I love to do that sometimes they hate, because I love to wear my false eyelashes, I actually like to blink my false eyelashes right on their face, and they hate it. And the more they hate it, the more I want to do it.
Matt said that's like butterfly kisses.
Butterfly kisses are like when you do it with
Yeah,
both
like
of your
rubbing the-
eyelashes.
Yeah. So these are some of the physical touches that I usually like to to give to someone. And then of course with my late cat who passed away, I love smelling my cat and I love just like putting my nose on him. He hates that though. Cats don't like to be smelled. But when I'm romantically involved with someone, I like to do that too because I like their scent for some reason. You get what I mean? It's like I think it's so romantic, it's so sweet. I don't know. I know that's being too personal right now. How about you, Lee? You haven't answered the question yet.
Personally I like giving massages, but I also like it when he's driving or I'm driving. Like your hands are in the clutch. Like your hands are just holding hands on the clutch. And I feel
that's
like while he's
nice.
driving a car, like I like that feeling.
That's
So does he like
Aw.
turn the clutch like that too?
No, it's just me. That's just me.
Okay.
My hand,
I
like
love
the clutch is like that, and then my hands under the clutch.
I love that. That's so
Yeah.
sweet. Okay. See, now we actually have put some positive thought on physical touch So Dylan said again, showing stuff like that is very difficult for me personally, and it takes time before I'm comfortable doing things like that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, Dylan. I mean, that's who you are as a person. Then perhaps you can actually find in other ways, such as, as a friend, I give you words of affirmation and you appreciate that. That alone is a love language. So see, it's not so hard to understand it. And then Beast12WRB Limited STI said, yes, yes, butterfly kisses. That's what we talked about, like the lashes, like being kissed on
Yes.
someone's face. Now, again, since we're talking about examples, receiving gifts. Receiving gifts is giving thoughtful gifts and gestures. And it doesn't need to be big. Small things matter in a big way, right?
Yes. Yes.
See,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
exactly.
I
Like for me,
believe you.
one of like the small gifts that I like to receive is just like when someone shares you a candy or something, or someone like gives you like a piece of chocolate, or like like whatever it may be. It doesn't need to be big, but it's the thought right there. And then
Yeah.
another example of quality time is creating special moments together, just like what Angel did with um had with her boyfriend today with Matt. They actually like spent time together today. They went to a park and things like that.
I
And
think
even
sometimes it's also taking time off. Like, if you know that it's your partner's birthday, or if it's your family's birthday, then you kind of want to take time off so you can spend time with them.
Yes. Drop everything.
yes. For me, actually, one of the quality times as well is actually like if I'm romantically in love with someone, believe it or not, or even when I'm with friends, I like going to the grocery store with the person that I'm with. Because for some reason, it feels like such a simple and normal thing to do. But for some reason, when you're there, you feel like it's a small world. It's a small world of food.
As they
And then,
said, it's intimacy in the
I
grocery
know,
store.
right? And then
Mhm.
again, another example of an act of service is doing chores together. Making breakfast, going out of your way to help alleviate the daily workload of the person. Like for example, acts of service is like opening a door for someone.
I have
That
a
alone.
example for that. Like for me, because my boyfriend like would sometimes leave his clothes on the dryer. So one time, I folded all of them and then put it back on the dryer. So that when he opened it, it's like, oh, it's folded. It's like there's a fairy in the house.
That's so
Aw,
cute.
that's really nice. Okay, now let's dive into this. What are the things that we should avoid? With people, let's say, whose love language is words of affirmation. If we can give a quick answer.
Calling him a
So,
bitch.
ah! So one of the things that says here is non-constructive criticism, not recognizing or appreciating. See, that alone can offend someone whose love language is words of affirmation. Okay,
I think
second,
not responding to them saying "I love you" to you.
exactly. That's right. Not
Yes,
recognizing.
and
Okay.
of course, don't discourage. Encourage.
Mhm.
Encourage people. Do not
Okay, good.
discourage.
Now, second, what to avoid when it comes to physical touch. Okay,
Did
so
you like do that? You do that?
ah,
No.
so so it says in here, physical neglect. It's and for some people, when you lose intimacy, especially for guys, that can actually make them distant with the person because that's one of their ways of showing how much they love the person. I guess that's the reason why they do most of the work. I'm kidding. Okay,
Handyman,
now,
handyman ba? Handyman.
okay,
He
now,
knows
Basta, for
only.
physical touch, for physical touch, the closer the relationship is greater the influence. That's it.
ah,
It's
look at that.
intimacy.
See, words of wisdom. Okay, how about
Mm-mm.
what to avoid when it comes to people who love to receive gifts? This is the number one thing here.
Not thoughtful gifts.
Forgetting special occasions.
Oh,
When you
yeah.
forget special occasion for that person will be hurt. I guarantee you that. And how about
Makes sense.
how
Yeah.
about if the person knows you so much and just gave you a gift that you feel like the person just did it for last minute. That can be very offending too.
Like maybe you're allergic to strawberries and then they give you strawberries.
Right? Like, for example, I'm sorry to say this, I love Starbucks, but if you give me a Starbucks gift card, really? I mean, come on. I mean, I don't drink coffee. Can you just give me something else? Like, just give me a gift card at Walmart or Target. At least I can use that.
Sephora.
Okay, what to Sephora, yes. How about what to avoid for those people who love quality time?
Be busy
like
at work.
texting while you're at dinner.
Yes, Angel, correct. And Lee, what you're saying?
Doing work while you're together.
Correct. See, so basically, you know what? Like this is the problem when you're like physically together, but you're being preoccupied. I'm actually very guilty of that. You know, because I feel like I don't have much time for myself. Like sometimes when I'm with someone dating, I'm still editing my photos or my thumbnails.
Yes. Not listening when you're
I think
talking.
Ate Sonia is correct to not listening.
Right?
Yeah.
Not listening. My
So,
God.
I
you're
love
not
that.
listening. Yeah.
And that's me not listening right now. Okay, and then how about what to avoid when it comes to acts of service?
Arguing that you're doing something for them.
This is actually what's written here is making others' request a higher priority. You get what I mean? Not knowing that you should be the person that they need to focus first and trying to do other things before you. Meanwhile, if you are the person that they love, they need to cater to you first. So that's basically what it says in here, making the request of others a higher priority. See? So make sure you guys avoid those things. See, we tackled so much. Oh, Kim Chan is here. Kim, happy
Hi, Kim. Advance happy birthday.
happy birthday. How about to our viewers? Can you please share with us the things that you can avoid? And while we're doing that, of course, now let's talk about this. Since it's love language, right? So what advice can you give to our viewers and to everyone out there when it comes to the importance of knowing love language? Who wants to start first?
I'll start. I think it's nice to kind of read on each of the love languages and try to apply all of them actually. Like not just like one, but try to apply all of them and see how your partner reacts. And kind of it's part of like the getting to know your partner and find out like what they like with those. And you can be creative with all of them as well.
I love that. All of the above, right? Try all of the above and see which way is the best. Okay, now who wants to answer second? Miss Lee,
Yes,
do you want to answer? Oh,
Miss
Sonia.
Lee.
Okay, Ate Sonia, go ahead.
Sonia is like strike two.
Just
Okay,
on you
Ate Sonia,
go.
can you please answer the question?
Yes, as I've said, of course, taking the test, it enhances the relationship. It takes up to the next level and and it enhances your relationship, of course. And of course, it is I read in one of my research that you have to motivate your relationship. In your in your relationship, be a great model, open communication, T for time, I for intimacy, V for vision. Should always be a vision in your relationships. And of course, the affirmation and the training of the relationship. You should always build your relationship. And of course, and trust. So that's motivate. Motivate, motivate. I got that from CCF. It's from Pastor Peter Tanchi. So it is the 8 secrets of influencing heart.
I love that.
Motivate.
Speaking of the heart, Ate Sonia, I want to read some
Motivate.
of the comments. I think they're so beautiful. 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 I actually love what Ate Lina said. She said, I think there isn't really anything you shouldn't do, but do everything in the context that you know the other person and doing so from your heart. Because if it's from the heart, then it's
From the
done
heart.
with love. I also love what Jared said, Life in Plastic. He said, avoid making excuses as to why you can't help your partner. I believe when you love someone, you can always go out of your way to make the person feel loved and happy. And I also like what Dwight said. He said being present with the other person. Because at the end of the day, the best time that we have with a person is now. The best time that we have with this person is the present time. Just like I can say that the best time of today is this time that we're having together as a community. Because after this is already in history. This will be a memory. So for me, this is something where I feel love. And for me, a family is not just about, through blood. Family is also chosen family. Just like you, my sisters, and just like with all of you joining us every week, having this community, bringing communities together. Okay, Lee, how would you answer the question?
Oh, my advice is like love languages is just more of an in-depth perspective on what love is. So like basically if you know what your love language is, that's how you identify on what makes you happy and what makes you feel love. And it's also different on your love expression to somebody else. So like identifying what their language is your way to becoming more expressive so that you can make that other person that you want to feel loved. So basically it's just an identity and an expression as
I
well.
love that.
Yeah,
Identity and
love, love, love.
expression. Yes. Well, if I can answer the question as well myself, thank you so much for that, Lee. You're always so intellectual and Ate Sonia and Angel. For me, if I can answer the question love language, I always prioritize how I could please the person. Because I think if I ask this person how I could please this person, it almost you saying, your grace, I'm here to serve. What can I do to make you happy? You know, and it ties along with, for me, when it comes to love, sometimes it's better to give than to receive because once you freely give and not expecting anything in return, then you can definitely say that that is unconditional love. Because at the end of the day, what is the measurement of love? Is it you going to bed knowing that, oh my God, this person gave me more? Or is it you going to bed that you have given more? Because the more you give, then the universe will conspire to what you have given. Not that I'm saying that that's what you should always expect, but I believe that if you give, giving is one of the synonymous things when it comes to love because love should be freely given. So now it's time to promote ourselves. Okay, Ate Sonia, do we want to promote anything?
Oh yeah, I'm promoting love for us. And of course, I'm Sonia the only one. I'm Sonia Agbayani. You can follow me on my Instagram, Facebook page. And of course, I'm closing this with my how to spend time wisely. You have to seize it, create it, double it, and of course, invest in it because that's the only thing that will happen if you do that. And of course, in Japanese, I have one thing for Japanese. Ready na kayo? Are you
Watashi wa.
ready?
Yes. What is
Watashi wa
it?
minasan is like, I wa no kaze no yo, anata wa sore yo miru koto wa dekimasu ka? Sore yo kanjiru da dekimasu. Love is like the wind. You can't see it, but you can feel it. From the movie of Mandy Moore.
Oh, I love it.
A walk
And
to
just so
remember.
and just so you know, to all of you, the reason why we love Ate Sonia so much is because she lived in Japan for so long. And her Japanese way of living and experiencing love is something that we
Yes.
celebrate all the time. And we value her so much.
Thank you, my dear
We
sisters.
love you,
Thank you,
Ate
my dear
Of
Sonia.
course.
sister. Love, love,
Okay,
love.
Miss
Ay,
Lee, what is
seryo?
can you please promote your Miss J Harley talks and everything?
Oh, sure. Again, Kung Hei Fat Choi, Miss J Harley Talks, Lee065 on Instagram. And also, an extra, if you just want to like know more about current events, I love ContraPoints. If you all watch ContraPoints, let me know what you think about her. She's so amazing.
Oh, okay.
Congratulations, Miss Lee.
Before Angel and I promotes, it's 123 Mystery. Hello, how are you? He said, "Oh my God,
Hi.
you are all absolutely gorgeous." And I believe that he's
Thank
saying
you.
this or she's saying this not just to us but to all of our viewers, because all of our viewers and everyone in the live chat are beautiful. And if I could say before I give the last floor to Angel, I want to say, because I've been watching Bridgerton, I really love that Netflix series right now. I just want to say to all of you, to everyone, our viewers, whoever gets to see this in the future, your grace, thank you for letting us grace with you every Sundays here on Transistors TV, talking about important things that brings our hearts together, that brings us closer as a community, regardless of your color, your age, your gender, your sexual orientation. To all of you, we look highly of you. And again, my name is AllyCat Castle. I'm Angel's co-host here for Transistors TV. Thank you for supporting us every Sundays. But also, please support my channel, AllyCat Castle, where now I do a lot of unboxings. I did a Valentine unboxing today. I hope that you can watch that. And also, I'm now starting to do one product makeup reviews, skincare reviews, and fragrance review. And watch out for that next week. Now back to you, Angel. And I love you all very much.
Nice.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Well, I love all the three of you and all of our viewers. And I'm just going to read the last few comments before I close the
Yes.
show. Like Kim Chan said, finding reasons to make that significant other smile each day, and a lot of happy Valentine's greetings, and a lot of love. And please, everyone, don't forget to like this stream. And yes, Lena, speaking of, please show us love by affirming that you love our channel, by giving us a thumbs up after this here on Transistors TV. Please be of service with us by sharing it to everyone. And because I love spending time. I mean, that's really quality time is what I love. So I really enjoy and I really appreciate all of you guys being here with us during our live stream every Sunday, like staying with us through the conversation, being engaged and sharing your thoughts and reacting to our topics. So I hope you guys can spend time with us every week, every Sunday on our live stream here in Transistors TV. And I'm Angel Qinan, along with my co-host for tonight, AllyCat Castle.
Sonia, the only one, and Faelnar. And again, guys, please don't forget, if you guys have any topics you want us to cover, please write it down in the comment section below, okay? And please give us a thumbs up. Happy Valentine's Day!
Yes, happy Valentine's
God
Day.
chose
Thank
us
you
to
so
love
much. Thank you,
us. Happy
everyone.
Valentine.
Bye.